In the vast theater of aviation history, dominated by giants like Boeing, Douglas, and Airbus, there exists a quieter, more refined story, the story of Fokker. It is the story of a Dutch company that, through ingenuity, resilience, and careful attention to operational realities, created aircraft that were celebrated for their reliability, efficiency, and elegance. While it never sought to compete head-to-head with the largest manufacturers on long-haul routes, Fokker carved a unique niche in regional aviation, producing aircraft perfectly suited to smaller airports, shorter runways, and routes that demanded precision engineering rather than sheer size. The company's aircraft became synonymous with versatility, practical innovation, and Dutch craftsmanship in the sky. Fokker's journey after World War II is as much about national pride as it is about commercial aviation. The Netherlands, like much of Europe, faced the monumental task of rebuilding its industrial base, and the aviation sector became a focal point for technological renewal. Under the leadership of visionary engineers and managers, Fokker set out to restore the country's reputation in aircraft manufacturing. Unlike American manufacturers, who could rely on domestic airlines and global influence, Fokker had to create aircraft that were both technically excellent and adaptable to diverse international markets, particularly those with infrastructure limitations. The company's post-war strategy focused on regional and short-haul aircraft. At a time when long-haul jets like the Boeing 707 and Douglas DC-8 were transforming intercontinental travel, there remained a critical need for aircraft capable of operating efficiently on regional networks. Airports in Europe, Africa, and South America often featured shorter runways, challenging weather conditions, and limited ground support. Fokker recognized that many airlines could not justify the costs of large jets for these routes. By developing aircraft tailored to these constraints, Fokker built a reputation for practical brilliance. The first major aircraft of this renaissance was the Fokker F-27, introduced in 1958. This twin-engine turboprop seated roughly 40 to 44 passengers and featured Rolls-Royce Dart engines, celebrated for their reliability. Its high-wing design offered exceptional short-field performance, enabling operations from airports that larger jets could not serve. The aircraft quickly gained a reputation for ruggedness, operational simplicity, and passenger comfort. Airlines across Europe, Africa, and South America appreciated the combination of efficiency and capability, while passengers benefited from quieter cabins and smooth rides compared to older piston-powered aircraft. The F-27 became the backbone of regional fleets for decades, demonstrating that a well-designed turboprop could thrive in a rapidly modernizing aviation market. Fokker's true transformation came with the F-28, the company's first jet airliner. Introduced in 1967, the F-28 was a twin-engine, short-haul jet designed to provide regional airlines with the speed and comfort of a jet aircraft without requiring the infrastructure or passenger demand of larger airliners like the Boeing 707. The F-28 could accommodate 65 to 85 passengers and operate from relatively short runways, making it ideal for secondary airports and niche routes. Its Rolls-Royce Spey engines offered reliable thrust and efficiency, while the aircraft's aerodynamic design emphasized stability, handling, and low-speed performance, crucial for approaches to smaller, less equipped airports. Pilots consistently praised the F-28 for its handling. Unlike larger jets that often felt cumbersome on approach, the F-28 was responsive and agile. Its control surfaces were precise, giving crews confidence even in challenging conditions, while its performance margins on takeoff and landing made operations safer at airports with short runways or difficult terrain. Airlines valued this predictability, and passengers enjoyed smoother flights with fewer disruptions due to weather or operational constraints. Fokker continued to refine its regional jets, with the F70 and F100 families developed to meet growing demand in the 1980s and 90s. These aircraft represented the culmination of decades of experience in short-haul aviation. The F70 could seat roughly 70 passengers, while the F100 extended capacity to approximately 100 passengers. Both aircraft integrated modern systems, improved aerodynamics, and composite materials that reduced weight and increased efficiency. These jets were designed to operate economically on regional networks, offering a compelling balance of performance, comfort, and operational flexibility. Fokker's design philosophy emphasized practicality alongside engineering excellence. High-lift devices, efficient wing designs, and robust landing gear allowed these aircraft to perform in conditions where other jets might struggle. Maintenance crews appreciated Fokker's straightforward systems, which simplified servicing and reduced downtime. Reliability became a hallmark, and airlines quickly realized that operating Fokker aircraft meant fewer cancellations, lower maintenance headaches, and consistent performance, a rare combination in regional aviation. Despite these achievements, Fokker's commercial success was always constrained by economic realities. Competing with Boeing, Douglas, and later Embraer and Bombardier required substantial financial resources, which Fokker could not match. Larger manufacturers could offer global support networks, economies of scale, and aircraft with higher capacity and longer range. Even Fokker's well-regarded jets often faced pressure from airlines seeking standardization and fleet commonality. Small production runs meant higher unit costs, and securing sufficient orders was a perennial challenge. The company faced constant balancing acts, maintaining quality and innovation while controlling costs and ensuring aircraft remained economically viable for its airline customers. The 1980s brought additional challenges. Global fuel costs increased, and airlines began demanding twin-engine regional jets with lower operating costs, longer range, and higher efficiency. Competitors like the Canadair Regional Jet and Embraer ERJ series entered the market, offering alternatives that threatened Fokker's position. Even the F70 and F100, despite their advanced design, struggled to maintain competitiveness. Fokker's financial vulnerabilities culminated in bankruptcy in 1996, ending an era of independent Dutch aircraft manufacturing. It was a stark reminder that engineering brilliance alone could not sustain a company in an industry increasingly dominated by scale and global competition. Yet, Fokker's legacy endures. Its aircraft continue to operate long after the company ceased production. Regional airlines, particularly in Europe, flew F-27s, F-28s, and F-100s reliably into the 2000s, and many still served cargo or specialized operations. The aircraft's combination of rugged design, short field performance, and operational simplicity made them invaluable in contexts where efficiency and reliability were paramount. Pilots, maintenance crews, and passengers all remember Fokker aircraft fondly. Crews praised the intuitive controls and predictable handling, while maintenance teams valued the straightforward systems that minimized service time. Passengers often remarked on the smooth, quiet cabin experience, particularly on turboprop models like the F-27. The aircraft became symbols of dependable regional aviation, elegant, reliable, and perfectly suited to their operational niches. Fokker also represents a broader lesson about the evolution of the European aviation industry. The company's rise reflects the ingenuity and skill of Dutch engineers, while its decline illustrates the challenges faced by smaller manufacturers competing against global aerospace conglomerates. Its aircraft influenced the design of subsequent regional jets, emphasizing operational efficiency, reliability, and passenger comfort. European aerospace strategy shifted toward collaborative programs like Airbus, but Fokker's philosophy of careful engineering tailored to operational needs remains influential. Culturally, Fokker aircraft occupy a special place in aviation history. Enthusiasts continue to celebrate the company's achievements, preserving examples of F-27s, F-28s, and F-100s in museums and air shows. The aircraft evoke nostalgia for an era when regional aviation was defined not by scale, but by craftsmanship, attention to detail, and operational excellence. Pilots often describe flying a Fokker as an experience that combines responsiveness, elegance, and reliability, a unique blend rarely found in other aircraft. The story of Fokker is ultimately one of balance. It is a tale of a company that combined engineering ingenuity with practical solutions, delivering aircraft that could operate where larger jets could not, that could carry passengers safely and comfortably to airports other aircraft would avoid. It is also a story of the harsh realities of the aviation business: competition, rising costs, and the pressure to achieve economies of scale. Fokker's triumphs were real and enduring, but the company's struggles remind us that innovation alone cannot guarantee survival in a commercial world. Fokker remains a testament to Dutch aviation excellence. Its aircraft, particularly the F-27, F-28, F-70, and F-100, stand as monuments to thoughtful engineering, operational pragmatism, and the unique needs of regional aviation. For those who flew them, maintained them, or admired them from the tarmac, Fokker aircraft remain symbols of reliability, elegance, and the enduring importance of engineering that serves the practical demands of flight. In the final analysis, Fokker was more than a company. It was a philosophy that aircraft could be both beautiful and practical, advanced yet simple to operate, elegant yet rugged. Its aircraft connected remote cities, enabled airlines to expand services efficiently, and gave pilots confidence to operate in environments that larger aircraft could not. While the company itself could not survive the pressures of global aviation economics, its aircraft continue to fly in memory, in history books, and in the hearts of aviation enthusiasts worldwide. Fokker's legacy is a reminder that engineering excellence, applied with insight and care, can create machines that endure far beyond the lifespan of their manufacturer, leaving an indelible mark on the sky itself.